Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Wixo episode 11 now. Honestly, this has been amazing. You guys have actually been enjoying these videos and seeing them getting a lot of views. 50 views on the last one. That's really good. Thank you all. They are going to start expanding now, more into like the area of China over here and just East Asia. But there will be some civilizations that just like not rampage, but like wander off, just like over here. And they make their way to Kamchatka, and they start a Kamchaktan country. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm definitely saying that wrong. It's Kamchatka. I don't know how to say it, but this is where they're doing it at. And it's pretty isolated off from the rest of the countries here, which could be good in strategies because they have a lot of time to develop and grow now. But they're also in a very cold area, so they want to expand some more. So they start to expand more upwards, pushing more into like Russia and Siberia areas. They want to go more along this coast because they don't really know, because when they went in, they went along like this direction, only seeing the coast a few times actually. They think they know the direction they're going for, but they didn't think it would curve back in so soon. So they're kind of just like lost at like this right now, which they set up a major trading hub over here to trade with like random tribes from over here. And they continue their long quest along the coast to push more and more west actually. And more downwards this direction. Over here, as you can see, they but they go to encircle over here. They also cut upwards and about do this. And they cut upwards as well up this way. And curve down eastwards. At this point, they think, hey, maybe we could connect up to that other continent over there. Because at this point, they know the Earth is round. There's no really flat Earth theory. But they decide to go along towards this way. There's also a coastal route that some people are taking as well to explore. This area has already been explored, but it's like not by these people. It's been explored by other people who immediately went back to their country and just abandoned the place, so it hasn't really been explored to its fullest extent. So this is why people are going on the coast, to try to just like perfectly map out this direct area, as well as go inwards and continue to take more and more land of this, which will work going towards the east. Now, when they do go towards the east, they will eventually cut off up here, and they realize that the continent is like right over there. They could see the continent from like right here because they send a few people here. They're like, hey, we can see that. So they start to send more and more people this way, and they're waiting for it to kind of like freeze because it's like October. By the time these people make it to like over here now, it's December and it's like freezing. But they have like giant coats, like furry coats and stuff. There's gonna be one kid watching this that's gonna be like, furry. They're gonna think it's actual furry. I know, it's crazy. Anyways, they take all of this And, well, this area freezes over. Wow, such a shocker. I could never have seen this coming. They're also expanding more into this way. But shocker, it freezes over. I never saw this coming, guys. The most unexpected thing happened, bro. It's actually crazy how unexpected this thing was. It's actually insane. Oh wait, there's political tensions in Europe? Okay. Yeah, there's always political tensions in Europe. Like, nobody would tell that country apart. I'm sorry if you wanted a country like that. Anyways, would they color this apart? Would they come this apart? They would come this apart. Yep, they would come this apart. No. Why am I saying that? They would not come this apart. Okay then, so this Italy country, along with the Cyan country, funds a rebellion in France, and it will happen around the capital over here, like down the side coast, which obviously doesn't make France very happy. But this rebellion is backed by like a bunch of countries over here, so they continue to push upwards in this direction, towards the capital, which causes France to like just panic and really doesn't help the situation for them. And they are encircled and their capital's taken. And France doesn't really like that their capital's taken. So, they start slaughtering some people, I guess. But that's not really good, so like, I don't know. But they eventually start to push into this country, cutting it in half, and taking out the bottom half. After years of fighting, they eventually get a peace treaty. Taking a look at the peace treaty, this is what the new country is coming out of over here. And well, that doesn't make France very happy, but you know what does make France very happy? Someone purchasing land for billions of dollars. But also, they now don't have a border up here, so that's not that good. And the Scottish country over here, and the English country over here, this Cold War still going on. It's pretty crazy. What we're going to be seeing here is all sides that were aligned with each other just like break up, and they kind of end the war for now. I mean, there's still definitely a lot of tension there, but they do adjust some borders up here as well, like giving this country a little more land for, of course, cash, but it's more land, so they don't care. This German country is obviously pretty strong now. I'd say, yeah. Oh, France puts their capital here, by the way. And now we can go back to what we were talking about earlier. No ads in Alaska, where we see the green country. Step foot here for the entire government to be immediately annihilated. Their entire government is immediately annihilated and replaced with this. Of course, not like over there, but definitely like over here in Alaska, because they don't really want that government controlling over here. So they stay over in Kamchatka while this new country in West Alaska forms, and it is a pretty big threat to this Anchorage country over here. Not nearly as much. They do some border exchanging, and some changes to the borders, but Overall, some more pushing into this area. They know the harsh coldness well, so that's how they're able to push into Alaska pretty quickly after living in like eastern Russia for so long. But yeah, for like hundreds of years, they've been living in eastern Russia, so they probably know this. At this time, it's probably like 600 or 700, maybe 800. I don't know. Most of the land is like filled, most of this discovered land is like filled with tribes and stuff. I actually don't know if it'd be 80 yet because they still haven't discovered Africa. But like, yet again, like Oceania, like, dude. Anyways, Australia, the country, because there's no continent. There's a major, quest that goes along this coast. It's just a little quest along, the entire coast of Australia, just some normal stuff. Until they eventually make it back around about over here. They had hundreds of teams and stuff doing this to ensure Australia is discovered. They also set up a new country over You can tell the difference of this. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference of that. Yeah, you definitely tell the difference of that. Yeah. Shut up. I know you're watching this, Mario. Mario, I know you're watching this. And if you're not watching, if you are watching it to this far, everybody, if you're watching this and you're in my Discord server and you got this far, DM me the word egg. Just do it. So I know. Be really W, and that's how I know. That's how I know. I don't really care if you guys aren't watching it, by the way, as long as you just like are active in the community. I really, it's fine if you don't watch my videos. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. Anyways, over here, there's this new Queensland country. What's the capital right here? Right there. And that'll be it for today's video. Oh wait, no. Test video. And they sail all the way over here to eventually discover southern New Zealand. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.